Wasn't the best night.
God.
And this is why you need a reversing camera, friends. Our first night of stealth camping in the city.
There's no one here. Hey guys, welcome back. We're in this town called Sauerlach. I think that's how you say it. We spent a few nights here. It was very calm. We're in the countryside and we're on the outskirts of Munich. Right now I'm preparing a green smoothie. It smells really good. So today we're heading to Munich. It's been a while since we visited a city because we don't really love cities. Last time we visited a major city was Istanbul, and that was very hectic and crazy. So we came at Decathlon because I needed to buy some towels. These are the best because they dry in seconds after we have a shower. And I also bought this for me. Woohoo! What's that, Chris?
It's the Bayern Munich football stadium.
Are we going to watch a football game today?
Fortunately, Chelsea haven't made it to the Champions League final. This is really weird. We're just outside the Allianz Arena stadium and there's like a camper site here. Unfortunately, nothing's working. It's like €20 a night, but you have like half an hour you can come in for free. But it seems like the toilet's out of order and the water is not working either, so we're here for nothing. But it's really weird. I would have never thought in a million years that you'd have a camper stop outside one of the most famous stadiums in Europe. Now we're just heading into Munich. Unfortunately, we can't go into the city centre because it's a low emission zone and you have to have one of those green stickers. It's a bit complicated really. We actually found the map, so we're just trying to kind of go around it and get as close as we can to the city centre and try and find like a park up there. Maybe we might even have to do a bit of stealth parking today, which is a bit difficult in a 7.5 metre long motorhome, but we're going to try anyway.
Look at all of these cars, oh my god.
So we're currently much closer to the city centre now, you can tell, because there's loads of shops and so many people, traffic lights, a bit more chaos. And we found a few spots on Park for Night. We just went and checked one out, we didn't really like it. So we're just heading now, I think it's down the next road and we're gonna check out the next one.
Driving in the city is not as scary as I thought, to be honest.
We've driven in Naples in Italy and Florence.
And Istanbul.
And Istanbul, yeah. You can drive anywhere in the world because those cities are crazy.
And Catania as well.
And Sicily, yeah.
Wow.
The cities in Sicily.
It was crazy.
Crazy, yeah. So we're all parked up and we actually want to head into the city. As you can see, we found this spot here. There's a lot of other large vehicles here down the whole road. It was quite busy, and in fact I think this was the only spot that we could really find. And we're just heading into the city now. We've got about a 15-minute walk to the underground station, to the metro, and then from there we'll be able to get your train into the city centre. So unfortunately today was a bit of a foul. The main reason why we came into the city is because, as you know, last week we had some trouble with the DJI drone that went swimming. In the last week I've been having problems with my other drone as well. The remote controller is not charging properly. Still works okay, but I'm having a bit of problems. So I was trying to come and get it replaced. So we went to 2 retailers, but both are for nothing. Bit of a headache really when we need this stuff to work. Today reminded me of my life back home. Thousands of people passed us by here. Everyone living their life, but although you're surrounded with thousands of people, it still feels like a lonely place. I don't know why, but I feel more connected and less lonely when we're on our own in nature. Maybe that means that we just don't fit in here. We grew up in a fast-paced life. focusing on how we're going to fit into society and how we look in the eyes of others. Sometimes purchasing material things which, to be honest, we don't really need. I think it's time to get out of here. It was a pretty gnarly day today. Although it wasn't too cold, there was the wind, and when it's windy, you kind of feel it even more. But we're back in the van now, heater's on full on, and it's pretty toasty in here. We're actually thinking of spending the night here because we're shattered. It's only about 6 o'clock, I think. But because it gets dark early, you kind of feel that it's later than it is, you know? So, yeah, we're thinking of just staying here. Right? There's not much movement really, like some trucks pass by. And we just parked up here really with some other larger vehicles. There's a couple of cars parked. Well, since we've been back, Charlene has just been staying in bed. Look at her. We've got Charlene. She's on about 20% energy. Holly is on about 10% energy. None of them have even moved here.
I'm so tired, to be honest. All of that wind and cold. Oh, I'm feeling sick. We walked a lot, that's why.
I'm feeling too hot though. Like my face is kind of red. The heater has been on full on like for the last 30 minutes since we've been back.
Yeah, and I have a headache.
I've just turned it down just a little bit because this one put it on 5, so I'm literally burning. Cool, from one extreme to the other. I think, yeah, we're just going to stay here for tonight. We're pretty tired. I think we should be okay. Like, there's no signs or anything for no parking. But with the low emission zone thing, like in the centre, it's something that we kind of forgot about. Like yesterday we said we're going into Munich, and I found like a couple of spots on Park for Light that were like €4, I think. And then all of a sudden, like this morning when we were about to leave, I was thinking to myself, wait, there might be like some kind of low emission zone around the old town. And it's actually like for a big chunk of Munich. So yeah, but this is fine, to be honest. Like,
Yeah,
it
we'll
didn't take
see,
us
we'll
long.
see.
It didn't take us long to get in, and so far this is very quiet street.
Yeah, very quiet, yeah. But when you look at it from outside, you know, it's
looks
a bit,
weird,
weird.
Looks a bit, it looks dodgier than it is actually.
Yeah. But we'll see tonight what will happen now.
Yeah, hopefully
Hope
there's no
nothing
disturbances.
happens.
Because we don't really do this too much. Like, to be honest, we don't really go to cities. And when we did, like, we would go for a trip, like for 2-3 days, and kind of stay in a campsite and enjoy it. But for this, we just wanted to go into Munich. And I think, like, to live here is quite nice, as in, like, there's a lot of bike lanes.
Yeah, you'll find everything.
And even, like, nature, as in nearby. Like, a lot of the places we've visited in the last few weeks in the vlogs, they've all been, like, about 2 hours away. Yeah, 1 to 2 hours away from Munich. So if you live here, there's so much you can go and see, like, as an hour drive. And you can even get to Austria quite quick as well. So it'd be nice to live here.
Yeah, that's true.
If you like to go like on weekend explorations and adventures. So luckily today it's not too cold. It's only going to go down to about 2 degrees, which is just perfect. I've just been checking the electrics here. We've got 2 out of 4 on the batteries. It's a bit of a problem in winter, like when we don't have any sun, the solar panel doesn't top up the batteries. And obviously with the heater on most of the day, when we use some lights as well and some other electric, the battery does seem to go down a bit. We'll be alright for the night, but we just kind of have to watch out a bit. And luckily we have like some extra power external devices which we can use.
There are plenty of Turks living here in Germany, and I'm finding Turkish food. Woo! So this one is muhammara. This is my favorite. Hummus dip. And I also saw baklavas, but I didn't find because they were like $3.50 for 2 pieces. And it's very expensive. So I skipped that, but I bought these 2. They're really good.
It's about 9 p.m. now, and this place is really quiet. The whole street is in silence. A couple of cars came and went, but apart from that, really quiet spot. And I think, well, so far at least, our first night of stealth camping in the city is going well.
There's no one here. I wish the view was a bit better, but...
This is what we got for today.
Yeah. Cars. And now it started raining.
Wasn't the best night, but it's now morning and we're still here. We haven't got any tickets as well, so either must have parked outside the green zone or else no one saw us.
Yesterday it was a lovely walk in the city, but at the same time I felt so anxious and I didn't feel that I belonged there. I felt like a fish out of the water, and it's so bad when you feel like that, you know, because it's like you're seeing all of these people, you know, wandering around and walking without having a connection with you. It's very sad, unfortunately. But that's me. That's how I feel. And yeah, doesn't mean that Munich is not nice. I mean, I like the architecture that there is, you know, and the buildings, but at the same time, there is this sad feeling that brings with it. City life is definitely not for me. Now that I lived on the road and I've explored some nature spots, well, not some, I think many. I feel like I belong in the countryside now. There it is.
So what do you think of our Munich stealth camp?
Wasn't too bad because I think you can hear the trucks passing by, and this happened like from early morning, but it was okay. During the night we slept good.
Yeah, there were some trucks throughout the night as well.
Yeah, I didn't hear them, but around 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. yeah, there were a lot of trucks passing by. But what can you do? We're in a city and it's expected to be like this, I think.
The main thing is that we made it through the night okay, and we got to visit Munich yesterday. Now, there was a bit of noise, as Charlie mentioned. There were some loud screeches during the night. I think a couple of cars were about to crash at the bend. Some trucks, and then this morning there was the garbage man right beside us, making a lot of noise. Another plus is that we haven't got any tickets at all, so I think we did manage to park outside of the green zone. We don't want to get any fines, obviously. All in all, we made it through the night, and I think it was a successful stealth camp.
Oh my God.
And this is why you need a reversing camera, friends. I forgot about this guy. Lucky I switched it on. He parked
Stop!
parked right behind us. Lucky we've got some space at the front to get out.
Bye-bye, Munich. That was a lovely mini adventure in Munich. Hope you liked this video. We're heading south now, so we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.